If you've been listening to Dateable for a while now, you know that we're all about pursuing what works for you when it comes to dating, as long as you are intentional about it. The goal is to be honest about what you want. And sometimes that's casual dating or a fling. That's why we're so glad the app Fling exists if you aren't really in the market for a long-term relationship. It's time to remove the stigma too. Casual dating is absolutely a valid, confident choice if that's what you want at any age or life stage. The key is being aligned with your partner or partners. Fling is designed for women in mind. It's completely free to join for us ladies. You also get to choose who can see you, share photos privately, and keep things discreet, which gives you more control over the experience. So if you're looking to have a little fun while you're single, download the Fling app in the App Store or visit fling.me today. Again, download the Fling app in the App Store or visit fling.me today. Lately, I've learned that my confidence starts with feeling good in what I'm wearing. And this used to stress me out. But now I realize you don't need an overflowing closet. You just need a few pieces that make getting dressed easy. That's why we love Quince here at Dateable. They make high-quality essentials like ultra-soft organic cotton, premium Mongolian cashmere sweaters, and premium stretch denim starting at just $50. Everything's beautifully made, timeless, and easy to dress up or down. I just picked up a few of their silk camisoles in different colors, and they make every outfit feel more elevated. The best part is that Quince prices everything 50 to 80% less than similar brands because they work directly with ethical factories. Upgrade your everyday. Download the Quince app for app-exclusive offers or go to quince.com/dateable. Get free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. Now available in Canada and the UK too. That's QUINCE.com/DATEABLE. Hello, friends. Yue here for a quickie. And something that's been on my mind lately is this question of, is the depth of your relationship together directly correlated to the amount of shit you go through together? I'm asking this question because I talk about my parents' relationship a lot, and I've been looking at their friends' marriages as well. And all of them have that immigrant story, picked up their lives, moved to the US, came with $2 in their bank account and didn't know anybody here. So two people had to really come together as a team, survive in this new environment, this new world together. And something that I find very admirable for my parents is that both of them set their egos aside because they both came from academia in China, came to the States, and in order to survive, my mom worked an assembly line. She worked as a housekeeper. She was a babysitter. She just did whatever she could to make ends meet. And my dad did the same. At the sacrifice of their relationship. I mean, there were nights that I wouldn't see my parents till I was ready to go to bed. But because of this survival phase of their relationship, I think it is what's made them so close. I feel that my parents are more like relatives than anything else. And my mom says this all the time. My dad is her family. They are family because they went through so much together. And they have a lot of friends who've had similar survival stories, you could call it. Many of them had to live apart. If you are a part of any immigrant community, you're probably familiar with the story. A lot of people actually live apart when they move to a new country to make ends meet because one person could have gotten a job in a different state, or one person stayed back in their home country to take care of the kids and the other one came to pave the way. And so many of my parents' friends did that. I mean, many of them lived apart for years, 5, 6, 7 years. And some of them didn't even see their kid till their kid was grown, 7 or 8. Can you imagine having really never met your kid till they were a grown-ass kid? But with my parents, I think it also was a cause for a lot of turmoil and friction, and they fought a lot, and they've survived, and they've now are in their retirement golden years, and they get along very well. But I think there was a period that it could have gone in a different way. And with their friends, albeit a small sample size, I would say 50% of the relationships actually survived. Many of them are moved on. They've divorced or they live apart permanently. Like they have one friend who lives permanently apart from her husband. They're still married, but they're basically not together because they were so used to just living apart. And then I wonder about just dating at this stage in my life. And as we get older, it's like, how do you bring that closeness in a relationship unless and until something happens where the two of you have to present as a cohesive team? And I do wonder if most relationships, I wouldn't say most, but if given enough time, I think every relationship will go through some sort of survival phase. But if we're just in relationships for like 2 years, 3 years, and maybe those opportunities don't present themselves, and maybe in some ways it's a good thing. You don't have to go through the really hard things together. But on the other hand can your relationship reach the level of deepness as it could, as its potential? That's my question. And I do think back in the day when lives were harder, the conditions were rougher, that relationships were deeper in a more, like we are on a team sense. And we use this word partner a lot. And I understand it as a way to describe someone who's in your life. But in another way, like I don't fully understand what it entails in a partnership, you're a partner in a partnership, until you two have to come together as partners, as a partnership. And I'm thinking out loud when I'm talking about this, obviously, because I've been noodling on this for a while. But it's like, with dating, if you are presented with hardship, let's say in your first year of dating, do you really know each other well enough to commit and make that investment in this relationship to want to get through this hump together? Or in that first year, do you have also the autonomy to say, I can get out? Like, I don't need to be part of this. One example is, this is a little bit far removed, but it's my friend's friend who started dating someone, and they have previous marriages and they have kids from other people, but they started dating, and within the first year, he became very ill. It's not terminal, but he needs pretty much daily support and care. And his girlfriend, they found this out, I think, in like month number 9 or 10. And his girlfriend said, I'm going to leave. I'm going to leave this relationship because I don't want this sort of responsibility. His family was very pissed, thinking she was acting out of selfishness. But I also think shouldn't she be at liberty to say, well, like, we're not established enough for me to take this on at this moment. I think if they had been together 5-10 years, then yeah, I think you can have these conversations and you want to conquer this thing together. Same thing with like people who lose their jobs, right? If you start dating someone in the first year, they lose their job. Do you feel connected, tied enough to this person that you're willing to go through this rough patch with them? Or can you be at liberty to say, I don't want this, and it's actually a good time for me to get out? And is that a selfish thing to do? And I also think about like growing up with someone in a relationship is very different than two very established people coming together to have a relationship. If you've been with someone since your 20s, grown up together, like my parents are like that. They've matured together and they've gone through different phases of life together. But when you are two whole people coming together, which is, we always say it's the best case scenario, is that you're not completing each other. But at the same time, can you ever reach that closeness of two people who grew up together and went through shit together. So that's my question to you. I'm curious to hear your experiences and your examples. I certainly am not, I don't have enough sample size to say one way or another because, again, given my parents' friends' situations, half of them have gotten way closer because of their immigrant story, and half of them have completely fallen apart. So you can't say like you must go through hardship in order to have a successful relationship. But my bigger question is, can you ever be as connected, deeply connected as your potential could be? And are you lucky if you're in a relationship that for the entirety of the relationship, the two of you never have to go through hardship together? Is that a lucky thing that brings you a very, what's the word I'm looking for? Such a, I don't know, the word lucky comes to mind to me, but also whimsical, like such an ideal relationship. But is that dynamic between the two people? Has it peaked? You know, are you unable to uncover this next layer of connectedness? I really don't know. Also, I hope that people don't, bring on unnecessary hardship to test their relationships. I know some people do, but yeah, anything could happen in life. Could you also be with someone who you just started dating who brings in this sort of hardship early on in a relationship, like an illness or a job loss or even a move? So let us know in the comments. I want to know what you think about all of this. It's a bigger question. And do you think that there is another way that brings two people to a deeper level of connection without the presence of hardship? All right, that's it. I'll see you all soon.
There she goes, first solo drive.
Are we ready for this?
Absolutely.
Our AAA agent, what are you doing here?
Well, same as always, helping you protect what matters most. Like when you added her to your auto policy, or when you switched to AAA insurance and saved.
So you've been here the whole time?
Yep, plus we're available 24/7 for claim support, in case you ever need it.
Shouldn't she be home already?
It's been 12 seconds.
Visit AAA.com/insurance to get a quote today.